You're listening to the Smash Bros. Cast, episode 28. I'm your host, N64 Josh. My co-host is NightCrawlr. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going?
It is going well, man. It is going well. Episode 28. Oh, we're getting so close.
Did I update that?
You did. You did. Yeah.
Okay.
Vicky was 27. So, hey, before we get started, guys, we do this show live on twitch.tv/N64Josh Friday afternoons. We start around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come hang out. It's a good time. I want to say what's up to Pugmaster, New York Medic Santiago, and Plumber 4578. Thank you guys for being here live. Anybody else that's just lurking, we love you. We love your lurk. Thank you. Thank you for that. Hey, real quick, if you want to get yourself a free book from Audible, go to audibletrial.com/SBC. There you can pick up something great like Console Wars or, Super Mario, How Nintendo Conquered America. Good stuff. Good stuff. The gaming chair I'm sitting in comes from a company called OP Seat. If you go to n64josh.com/OP Seat, you can automatically save yourself $10 at checkout.
Plumber stealing my thunder again.
Oh, man. And real quick about OP Seat, I was on their podcast and Nairo was on their podcast. So if you guys want to hear a little more from me and some from Nairo, because that guy knows what's up when it comes to Smash, go listen to the OP Seat podcast. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's it. Let's get to the countdown. Boom. It's you, baby.
Boom. Today is September 28th. And we are 69 days away from Smash. And
69, dude.
It's a family show, man.
Bill and Ted. That's a family movie. I still don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, one day when you're all grown up, I'll tell you.
Oh, thanks.
But we are 10 weeks from now, we will be playing the actual Smash. I'm hoping that in like 5 weeks' time, we get to play E3 Smash.
So does this go up to the Thursday at 9 for me, or is this so
the 60? Well, so 70 days is 10 weeks. So 69 is the end of that Thursday night. So you and I get to go. You get to go at like 9 o'clock. I get to go at 10 o'clock at Best Buy. So
do you count today or do you start tomorrow?
This. I'm on. What am I on here? Hold on. I will tell you. I am on your countdown. I just Googled it. It's going. So I'm sure it's on East Coast time. So I got to subtract probably 2 hours. 69 days, 6 hours, 40 minutes. You know the deal.
So it's counting today or not? I never know.
It's got 8 hours left in today. So just calm down. 7 weeks, 10 weeks, 10 weeks.
Oh, I love messing with you. I love it. All right. Smash news. There's been like 15 new character reveals. I cannot wait to talk about all of these. Right? It's been crazy, dude. You've seen all the leaks. It's out of control. No, it's the exact opposite, actually. Papa Sakuai says character reveals will be slowing down. Here is the quote. We announced Isabelle in the Nintendo Direct. Sakurai wrote in his weekly Famitsu column. However, it would be a mistake to think that the new character announcements will keep going at this pace until Smash Bros. Releases. We may have been a little trigger happy, so we'll be living modestly from here on out. Whew. What does that mean? Crawler, tell me what that means.
That means I think we're going to get a direct, but maybe my guess of 5 other new characters was a little ambitious, and we'll get a few. I was thinking about this week while I was at work, and the biggest thing that tells me we're going to have a direct, at least again, is we still don't know what spirits or whatever that mode is, the blurred out mode. Mm-hmm. Story, spirits, whatever it's going to be. So we're going to get something. So maybe we'll get our rumored Echo Fighter that we talked about last week, or hopefully Rex and Pyra, or Banjo, or something.
I hope so. The thing is, and I mean, this is kind of gets into the talking points a little bit, but we can unpack it a little bit right here. I think the number is going to be this is just again, just complete. This is just my opinion. This is based on very little, but I think it's going to fill the screen, whatever that means, right? So I think the Ultimate will fill every slot, and then we'll start adding new slots with DLC, because I'm fairly certain we're going to get DLC.
So you're thinking like on the 3DS where you have to press a button to get to the additional characters?
I don't know that it'll be that. I'm assuming that they'll just shrink everybody and make a new row. Would be my guess, or who knows? Maybe it ends up being page 2.
Yeah,
you know. Maybe
I was say if we're filling the page, we can make the icons pretty small.
Yeah, right, exactly. So that's my guess for the initial run. We're probably going to get a full page. So however many spots are missing at this point, and I would be willing to bet that there is secret characters that we'll hear nothing about, that he's going to want to have us unlock at the upon completion of whatever the story is or that kind of thing. So who knows? Next up, new official bundle offered on the UK Nintendo Store includes USB Mario or Link GameCube Style Switch controller, steelbook carrying case, and Smash Bros. Switch bundle. This is a Nintendo Life article, and this is interesting. I don't know if there's only pictures, right? But I'm fairly certain that these are Hori controllers, and that I think you can modify them. I think you can add like turbo buttons, and things like that. There's switches and stuff on them. I could be mistaken.
They also have the added bumper, right? Because it is a functional Switch controller, because it's got the home and the capture button on it. So it's a functional Switch controller. So who knows? Okay, but it's just in that form. It's in the shell of a GameCube style controller.
Okay, so I had only seen the small pictures. I zoomed in on this one. These may be okay for tournament play, possibly.
Yeah, I think you're maybe mixing up. It was either Power A or Hori this week announced a not official Pro controller that has 2 mappable buttons on the back of the Pro controller. So where like here on the back side, it would be on these back kind of catches of the handles. And those were programmable. So you could map them to any button, I guess, which would make it a formidable Fortnite or other kind of first person shooter type controller to have. So it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I want to look it up, because there were Hori controllers for the Wii U that I thought had these switches and stuff on them, but I could be mistaken. So I'm trying to look at some images right now. Yeah, here it is. So I remember seeing a Luigi one and a Mario one, and it's the same shell as these ones, I believe. It's just that the plus button has taken the spot. They have this 5, 10, and 20. So I don't know what that means, but it also has a turbo button. Well, you're not going to be using this in any kind of a tournament setting whatsoever. So the thing is, they look slick. They look like they're actual GameCube controller parts, other than they do add the extra bumper. So that's what I thought when I just saw the picture at a distance. I thought it was the same exact controllers, and I'm going, these aren't going to be usable. But these being USB and not having the programmable stuff, they may be a decent one. And saying, in my experience, off-brand controllers are a no-go. I would typically agree, but having seen these, I don't know that I've held one, but I think I saw one in a at a used game store or whatever, and it's not like these other, I don't know, I think they're Power A ones that I have, like the Mario and the Peach, that just feel like plastic garbage. They're so clunky. These ones look okay. So, they might be decent. I'm still just going to go with the classic GameCube.
Yeah, and we were talking right before we went live as well. And the biggest thing that strikes me with this bundle is it's on the official UK of Nintendo site. and they're selling this as a put together bundle that they have. So, and it's officially licensed kind of stuff. So it's not made by Nintendo, but Nintendo, are we kind of getting back to the heyday of Nintendo Power Seal of Approval kind of thing?
Here's the thing. I don't think that quality seal means too much. If you look at these other controllers I have from Power A, I think it's Power A. Not to say that Power A doesn't make some good stuff though, because I just recently picked up a Super Mario Bros. Grip that was exclusive to Target, the comfort grips. If anybody plays the Switch and has to use the Joy-Con grip, like you don't have a Pro controller or whatever, these grips, these comfort grips are bigger, bulkier. They add some rubber on the bottom side of the grip. They make it way more comfortable to play. I have 3 of them, and like if I have to use it, I don't mind it at all.
But do you know why it feels okay? It's because all the buttons are still Nintendo buttons.
No, but overall, it's just a bigger feel. If you have bigger hands, it actually makes it more functional. So, but because the first party Nintendo grip it's just a piece of plastic. That's all there is to it. There's no rubber grip to it or anything. So plus you don't want
to play Smash just like this with this one
with a single Joy-Con. No, I don't. I will. I'm sure at some point.
I turned it on accidentally.
Oh, good job. Good job. So anyway. Those are coming to the UK. We don't know about anywhere else, right? That just dropped today. That story hit today that those were going to be available. And there was the picture I saw showed a bunch of different bundles. Some included the steelbook and just the Switch. Some included the game. Some, I think they even had like a poster or something. I don't know. And speaking of posters, I did a little research today or the other day. I was like, I want to get a cool Smash poster for my room. Etsy has a bunch of really cool looking posters, and I think they keep adding the characters. So I think you can even get them with Isabelle and stuff.
Keep waiting.
But yeah, I don't know that it's time to pull the trigger yet. But so this week, this isn't really Smash news, but I wanted to share this with you guys that enjoy listening to podcasts and stuff. I found 2 other Smash Bros podcasts. One of them is called High Percent. And these guys know their stuff. Great show. I actually posted the last episode on Reddit with Vicky and had a lot of good feedback. And then also somebody asked how this show compared to High Percent. And I was like, what's High Percent? Like, I search Smash Bros podcasts all the time on iTunes. And this is the only show that shows up early on in the search results. So High Percent, really good stuff. They have 6 episodes out. These guys have been in the scene for a very long time. I think they're commentators. They have played competitively to some extent. They had Zero on. They've had other people in the scene. Really good stuff. Really good stuff.
Second I've only gotten through 3, and their second episode they have the tournament director from the ESA Esports Arena at the Luxor in Vegas, and I guess he's also the tournament organizer for Genesis. So he's going to be kind of the big part of that episode revolved around the fact that that's the first major tournament that's coming out since Ultimate drops. So he's kind of got a lot on his shoulders to talk with other tournament organizers and make sure that they kind of come up with a rule set that will probably end up sticking for majority of the life of Ultimate.
When I sent NightCrawlr the link, he's like, whoa, these guys are talking like inside baseball. And that's what it seemed like. It's a whole new world, like listening to the stuff these guys are talking about. Some of it I'm like, I've even gone back and listened multiple times now, just so like I've listened to the Zero interview twice, like, and they're funny. There's a lot of banter, not family friendly, but pretty funny. So that's High Percent. Just look it up on iTunes or Google Play or YouTube. That show's also available on YouTube. And then the other one is called A Smashing Theory, and I've listened to a few of their shows as well. And if I remember correctly, they kind of go through and kind of give some history of the games that are represented in Smash, I believe, as well as talk Smash. Something like that. It's been a while since I've gone back and listened to it, but those are 2 other Smash Bros podcasts. If you guys are looking for for other Smash content, you can check that out. High Percent and A Smashing Theory. All right, well, let's jump into the Smash Bros. Blog. And it looks like, what is it? Brinstar is where we're starting, huh? Is that correct?
Yep.
No.
So.
We did Pikachu. My bad. I was thinking we did Pikachu.
Oh yeah,
we got to go with the Moon, right? The first assist trophy. I believe that's where we're at. Okay, yeah, because I remember asking about Pikachu, and you guys were like, "Oh my gosh, why is he stop this old man from talking about Pokemon?" So take this one away, man. You got it in front of you.
Yep. So this is from the 23rd. So it's the Moon Assist Trophy from The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This assist trophy will appear in the sky and slowly approach the center of the stage. When it hits, it deals a lot of damage to opponents nearby. So we got Legends of Zelda Majora's Mask in there.
Yeah, the picture that they show at this thing, that thing's just creepy. Just straight up creepy. I mean, I don't think it's never not been creepy, let's be honest, but
a game you and I both need to play.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'll do it before Smash comes out. I'm lying.
Yeah, plenty of time. Because no games are coming up for the next 8 weeks.
For sure. Nothing. Next up, we have Lucina, number 21. Lucina is Marth's Echo fighter, so she shares most of her standard and special attacks with Marth. However, while Marth's attacks are more powerful when made with the tip of his blade, Lucina's attacks just as powerful whether you use the tip or the base of the sword. So, there you go. Now, today's music. Okay. It says you can now check out Battle Steven. Whether or not, here's what it says, whether or not you struggled with Steven's steel type Pokemon, you're sure to enjoy Soshi Abe's arrangement. So here we go. We're going to check out Battle Steven. Oh man, that was like punk rock meets like almost like Smashing Pumpkins, like punk rock meets like these bells and that like and that drummer.
So they can get you to play Pokemon if that's the kind of music they play.
Dude, I don't know. It was like all gritty and like that drummer just is absolute fire. Like that dude is so good, so good. So love that. I'm digging the music each week. Like super, super good. So, all right. Next up, I'll let you take it away.
All right. So we got from the 25th, we got Brinstar. The stage is underground cavern on planet Zebes, where the Metroid series takes place. Although the rising and falling acid at the bottom of the stage can deal severe damage, touching it when you're falling off the stage can actually help you recover. And this is an original 64 stage.
That it is. Excited to get back to it. Next up, we have the Death's Scythe. This thing looks creepy. When I first saw this picture, I'm like, what kind of fishing pole is Sonic holding? Like, I didn't know what. I saw somebody tweet it. And I was like, what is this? It says you can KO highly damaged opponents with a well-placed smash attack from this scythe. A black aura will surround your opponent right before you attack, signaling an instant KO. So there you go. Look out.
Look out, yeah.
Look out. All right, you want to get our friend Lucario?
Yep. All right, so from the 27th, we have Lucario. Lucario is the only fighter whose attack power increases as it takes damage. A fighter that truly shines when in a pinch. Choose Lucario for a thrilling battle.
I would also call him Depressed Ninja Kangaroo, because that's what I'd go with for Lucario. So there you go. That's everything from the Smash blog this week. Let's get into our talking points. I've had, I want to go back a little bit. We were talking about DLC and stuff. I've been thinking about this, and I have a feeling that we are going to see not only DLC packs from Nintendo with, these are just off the top of my head, but with like an ARMS pack, right? Maybe even there's enough characters. We could see a Zelda pack, really. Totally.
Isn't that like almost one of the more highly included series already? Like
it is, but think about the champions.
Yeah.
There could be some fun characters there, especially as popular as some of those characters became via the internet.
Maybe that's another chance for you to get your amiibo if they re-release.
Oh my goodness. But this would also work for third-party companies. Microsoft, they could do, you could get, Steve from Minecraft, Master Chief, Cortana. She could be a Zero Suit Samus clone.
Dark.
They're almost twins anyway.
Banjo.
Banjo, Kazooie, Conquer. Could you imagine Conquer in Smash?
We're gonna keep it PG or what?
Of course, the chat saying Bowsette. I mean, of course, you gotta have that. I mean, where's Peach at? Let's get her in the mix too.
Or Booette, isn't that the newest one?
I don't know what.
There's fan art going around on Twitter today. I saw.
So why internet?
Why? All over.
But I mean, Konami could get on board. Capcom could get on board. The Smash roster could get massive.
So I was thinking about this because I was listening to the High Percent podcast this week, and I think they talked about how much it ultimately could cost to fully have the full game. And you were talking a little bit about it this week as well. I sat down and I was thinking, what if they take the Splatoon approach and they just give it to us?
I mean, I don't think they will. And
I think it would be a crazy business decision. I don't think the stockholders would be happy.
Yeah, no.
But think about, I mean, it's already a way to, I guess it's a way to incentivize people if they aren't planning on playing this game online, if they're planning on just having it as some people don't play games online. So maybe it's a way to incentivize people to pick up the $20 Nintendo Online pack, or maybe they come out with something that is a premium online pack, for because we have Xbox Live Gold and Xbox Live Silver. Silver is obviously free, that kind of stuff. But if they create a tier or something like that, maybe kind of a season pass, I guess. I don't know. I'm just hoping that we don't get, because with Smash 4, wasn't it characters released individually and then they were put into bundles? Is that how it was?
You might be correct as far as being able to buy the entire bundle wasn't until the very end.
Yeah, that's what worries me, because then it's just you're almost punishing people for being early adopters, and that's like the opposite of what you want. If you think about when movies come out, they're cheaper the first week because they want you to rush out and buy it, and so you want to incentivize and give people a reason to buy your content.
Yeah. So there's a few things to look at with this. Smash on the Wii U, you got to remember, was also Smash on the 3DS at the same time, and you could buy DLC for both of the consoles, right? For just a couple bucks more, they would give you both characters, or both, characters for both consoles. Mm-hmm. The DS was thriving. That system was doing great. Smash sold well for the Wii U, but because of the Wii U's low install base, even that number is low compared to what it really should have been. With this game's going to sell like crazy. Like Ultimate's going to be. I hear so many people saying I haven't played since 64.
Units. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be crazy. So they could give, like Mr. Cool Red Luigi said, they give away stages for free. Right.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't have in Smash 4. I didn't buy I wanted the classic 64 stages and Mario Maker and all that kind of stuff that they came out with, but I didn't want to pay for it. I already paid enough. I think I paid almost $50, I think, on top of the game price to get 3DS and all the Wii U characters bundled together. It was not cheap. And I mean, that's kind of off-putting a little bit.
It is. It also goes to show it's one of those cases where like people will spend the money, right? Because it's Smash, and you found your main because of it, right? I mean, so not that I'm not actually trying to justify that price point. I'm in agreement with you. That price point is too high. I think.
I think it was high because of the low install base.
That's kind of what my point was, that I think they were playing catch up a little bit with that game. They're not going to have to play catch up with Ultimate, right? So they're going to have that freedom to like maybe give some freebies here and there, maybe throw out. I mean, Mew was free if you had both DS and Wii U, right? You had to buy 2 games. But I mean, I bought them anyway because my son wanted to play on DS, and then of course we wanted to play on TV. So I wouldn't be surprised though to see. I mean, they've already said they want to do games as a service. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a handful of DLC packs for this game. And what's great about they did something that was nice with Smash 4. I did a la carte. I didn't buy the only extra characters I own are Ryu and Bayo. I don't think I own any of the others. I think Lucas was extra. I think.
Yeah, when we did those character highlights, we had to go into an online match and I had to be the other character that we were highlighting.
Yeah, I don't have Cloud. I don't have Corrin. I only, and then I was like, oh, I'm just going to go buy the bundle. It's going to be cheaper. I can't buy that now. So now I'm
grayed out. You can't even get it.
No, now I'm locked into buying everything. Well, individually. So I'm like, well,
so what they need to do is they need to adopt the Fortnite model then, which is if you buy something a la carte, I think there's something that if you unlock it later, I think there's something where they'll refund you back the V-Bucks or whatever. So you don't lose out on that.
So I like a la carte. I think it's good. It allows people to choose what they want. But like you're saying too, give us the chance to go back and buy the bundle if we want to down the road without having to buy everything. Because I mean,
or pre-purchase the bundle as well.
It was going to be, and just let's do Season Pass, right? They did Season Pass with Xenoblade. They did Season Pass with Mario Golf on the DS. I believe Mario Kart 8 had a Season Pass on the Wii U. Like, if you're gonna do this, let's do a Season Pass. I think it's the best.
And they were very vague about Season Pass with Xenoblade. Like, I did not think it was worthwhile until the very, very end, when all of a sudden, Torna's free with this. Like, this is what the Season Pass has been building to, because it was kind of it wasn't very clear as to what we were going to get with that. It was all these just random core drops and trickled small amounts of stuff with nothing quite substantial that really dictated the fact that it cost $30. And then we get something that's substantial, which was nice.
They did say you were paying for extra an extra story. Like at the end, it was not coming. They said it was coming fall or whatever. Like it did. It basically came.
How I interpreted that, it was going to be an add-on to Xenoblade 2, not be its own standalone thing. It was a pleasant surprise.
I see. You were expecting more, like maybe just more quests. It was a pleasant surprise,
but it wasn't quite how they had marketed it.
I think it's because of how well the game did that they were able to
expand upon it,
do so much more. Possibly, I don't know if the time frames work out. That may have been the plan from the get-go. So, but we know Nintendo wants to do games as a service. So, I mean, I don't. Smash is. I believe Smash is going to be the top selling Switch title. Probably halfway into next year. That's my guess. I'm thinking it's going to outsell Odyssey.
So right now, is it Odyssey, then Breath of the Wild, then Mario Kart?
It was for the longest time. Mario Kart may have passed Breath of the Wild.
I was going to say, because Mario Kart has just stayed on the sales charts.
Yeah, and Splatoon is working its way up as well. So, and that the other thing is people are like, Nintendo is starting to do more with esports and whatnot. So it really puts Smash right in the forefront.
Well, and this is the fourth title to get added to the holy trinity of must-own games on the Switch. When someone buys a Switch, you tell them you have to get Mario Kart, you have to get Odyssey, you have to get Breath of the Wild, and now it's going to be you need to pick up Smash.
Absolutely. And Nintendo's been doing tournaments with ARMS, right? I mean, I think the game broke 1 million in sales, but it's not a super popular game.
I don't have it. Like
this isn't one of those things that's going to just the train is just getting started, right? Like they're going to be doing tournaments with this thing. We may see, who knows? They may just continue marketing this thing and having characters come out and really make it. If they're watching Fortnite right now and seeing like what they're doing with tournaments and how much hype those things build.
Yeah, it's going on right now. The fall skirmish is happening like as we speak right now, and they're playing for like $37,000 something, I think. Yeah, it's crazy amounts of money.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was 100 million total in all these skirmishes for Fortnite. Like Nintendo needs to take note and make this happen, and we're kind of seeing it. I mean, look, they're going to college campuses for football games and saying, "Hey, let's play in Smash." Like we're seeing them take steps that are good for esports. We're seeing them take Ultimate to all these different events like DreamHack, and I'm assuming it's going to be at Big House. I didn't see anything that confirmed it, but that's coming up next weekend. Yep. And I think, I'm pretty sure it is because Vicky was like, "Oh, are you going to be playing Ultimate at Big House?" So
we'll get Vicky back on here and get more impressions of Ultimate.
Right. But they're on board, right? Nintendo almost took Melee out of, I think it was Evo.
Yep.
They tried to get it out of there.
Well, and I want to come back. I'll give Nintendo one free thing on if they want to sell more copies of ARMS. If you give people that have an owned copy of ARMS a free character like Springman in Smash, you might sell a whole lot more copies of ARMS. I would go out and buy a copy if you get a free character like that. At
this point, they need to be bundling ARMS in with like Odyssey or something just to get more people.
Or 1-2 Switch just to move it.
Give more people a taste. Like they did that bundle at Walmart with Tennis and Switch or 1-2 Switch, and it should have been ARMS. ARMS is a better game. ARMS is more fun.
Well, they got extra copies of 1-2 Switch sitting around that they're trying to get rid of.
True story.
But, I'm trying to think. Oh, going back to Nintendo support. I just finished listening to the third episode of we keep going back to Hypercent. So I just finished that third episode with Zero, and the last viewer question that they had was, what rule set would you be willing to accept if it meant Nintendo backed and financed tournaments? And it kind of just opened up a can of worms there. Like, they almost seemed receptive to almost anything if it would be on par with how like Capcom supports Street Fighter, or is Bandai Namco supporting Dragon? Are they financing Dragon Ball FighterZ at all? I don't even know.
I'm not in those scenes enough to know.
Yeah, but if there's that kind of big money, I know Capcom's been doing it for a while, but if there's that kind of big money behind it, then Zero was a little less receptive to it. But like, if the rules are somewhat similar to kind of what we've been doing,
items.
Items would be the biggest kind of what if there. But yeah, I mean, it's like if Nintendo can get on board, then they can almost dictate what's what. And it'd be interesting.
I don't know. At least keep doing things like the Invitational. Keep doing things like, we're going to have I'm assuming we'll have the Nintendo World Championships again. We didn't have them. I doubt we're having them this year. I think they were already going on. You were already competing for them last year, but get that kind of stuff going. But like, I mean, and I'd have to look, I'm going to do some homework. Have they been fronting money for these arms tournaments? I don't know. How
many have there been?
I don't even know the exact number, but I know that
oh, they had that one that was on the Nintendo Versus channel, right? A couple. Well, they almost a year ago.
They did for E3. They had a big tournament, but you had to go and play all these different qualifiers that were happening all over the place. And then they've continued to have some tournaments. I don't know all the details. I don't have it in front of me right now, but I'm curious. That may be some kind of an indicator of how they're going to support Smash, except for Smash is going to sell 9 million more copies in the first year than what ARMS did easily. So it's, it's interesting. I think this is Nintendo's in the best place it's ever been for supporting a game like Smash in the history of the company, because they were so disconnected from communities like this and seemed to only really focus on strictly the consumer. And now the very fact that they have a Nintendo Versus is telling you that, no, they see the importance of esports, right? They see that people are into it. They have to just turn on Twitch, look at Fortnite, look at League of Legends. That's where the eyes are. So to create something that, it's going to be crazy. Ninja's going to play at least he's going to stream at least a couple nights of Smash. He's a Smash fan. He was watching the Invitational. He watches different Smash tournaments. I mean, he's into it.
Yeah, right? He was I think rebroadcast or reacting live to Evo stuff. So I mean, he was into it. Nintendo. And that's a huge audience and huge reach and huge influence. So, I mean, if anything.
Yes, Nintendo, pay that man to stream your game for a week so that send him the copy and get it going. Yes. You're talking about, he's like, hey guys, I'm going to end this round of Fortnite and start Smash. And he's got 100,000 viewers. That's excellent.
Especially with the demographic of Fortnite as well. It's a lot of kids that haven't grown up on Smash either, so that's something new that they can get exposed to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's done I don't know if he's had to do a 180, but he took a hard right turn to make sure that he is self-aware of his audience and making sure that he's family friendly at appropriate times, appropriate hours of the day. So he kind of fits into that brand of how Nintendo wants to be family friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, the more eyes on Smash, the better. That's where I'm at. So, for other talking point, this is a question. I've got a video in the works for this, but I wanted to talk about it with you as well. I get this question a lot. Where do I start with Smash? Where do I start? I haven't played since 64. I haven't played since Melee, and I only played casually. And right?
Yeah.
What's your answer? Where do you start?
I mean, we're 10 weeks out now, so it's almost not worth it, I guess, to go out and definitely not worth it to go buy a Wii U, unless you're just got a bunch of money burning.
Unless you just bought a copy of Mario Party on eBay, then you can probably afford the Wii U, but. Or maybe you can't now.
Is that Super Nintendo? I haven't been paying attention to your chat. Is that Super Nintendo that's got money burning in his pocket?
No. Okay. No, that guy on eBay that bought Super Mario Party for $7,100.
$7,100. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you have that kind of money, then yeah, you can go buy a Wii U. But if you are really itching to play, I guess you can, for $80 you can get a wedge. Is that what it's down to now?
You can.
And I think a copy of the game is, I don't know if they're selling the game for 40 still.
Still 40.
Is it still 40? All right. So for $120, you can get in with the game.
Wait, so for $30 more dollars.
But I mean, yeah, for $30 more dollars, you can get the clamshell?
Well, you get the Wii U at that point.
But then you got to get an adapter.
You got to get GameCube controllers and everything.
Yeah. But yeah, so $120. If obviously this is if you have the money. But that's a good introduction to be familiar with the roster. It's not going to be the full roster unless you want to shell out even more money as well. And you got to take the time to go jump off the map in 1v1 100 times to unlock, I think, all the rest of the characters. So there's a little bit of time commitment there, but you can at least experience kind of the game in general, find a character that you maybe gravitate towards, play the heavyweights, the middleweights, and kind of see the different styles that are present in the current game, which are just going to be kind of evolved a little bit. And that's a good place to start if you want to have hands on. I'm trying to think if not, we had some people in Discord this week asking kind of where to start with a main and all that kind of stuff. And how I've kind of gotten to my characters is playing random, hitting that random button, and you kind of get to experience different characters. Or if you have the time and the devotion to it, you can sit down and just go one by one through the roster and play the computer, play online, play whatever, and just kind of experience it. If you don't have hands-on with the game, the best is just to find a Twitch channel. Josh doesn't vary his characters very often, but you can at least see different characters that are coming in to fight Mario, and kind of see those play styles. And then once you gravitate towards something, YouTube, Eyes Off Smash, and all the other kind of channels that we've
beefy Smash dudes.
Yeah.
Honestly, Zero has some great videos. I had, while I was editing thumbnails today for YouTube videos, I just had Zero playing in the background, and he just, it's what kind of actually spurred this question, because he gets it all the time. What should I practice? How do I pick a main? All that kind of stuff. Like he kind of breaks all that down for you. And they're literally just speaking over gameplay. So it's basically just a podcast. It's not like you're watching what he's doing on these certain topics anyway.
Yeah. I mean, so if you find a character that you gravitate towards, you can look up who mains your character and go to their specific channels, or on YouTube or on Twitch, and watch them play. Start watching breakdowns of combos and all that kind of stuff on those videos we were talking about, and kind of just familiarize yourself within the scene and kind of be comfortable, I guess, moving forward, and then get hyped for when it's out. And if you don't have a Switch, the bundle comes out on the 2nd. I think I did see it pop up for pre-order again on different places this week. So make sure you're kind of keeping your ear to the ground for that, and get your pre-order in if that's what you're wanting to do. I know we've talked controller wise. I mean, the most kind of all around controller that's going to serve you best for just general play on your Switch, not just this game, is going to be the Pro Controller. And especially if you haven't played with a GameCube controller in the past, there's no problem with using that Pro Controller. So it's kind of just prepping yourself and finding what you think you'll like, and then it's going to be a whole new world. There's so many new characters that nobody has played before, so we're all going to get to experience that.
Here's what I recommend, and this is what like last night I put Smash in on my 3DS or my 2DS XL, and I was like, okay, let's play this game. I have been playing for over 2 weeks straight every day with the GameCube controller in hand. I couldn't do half the things I can do on the GameCube controller on the 3DS now. I can't move the same. I can't that Circle Pad Pro or whatever, the Circle Pad. I don't know if you guys remember when Smash first came out. No, I'm not talking about the nub. I'm talking about the thing that broke, the Circle Pad. Yeah, they all broke on the original 3DS when Smash came out. So you can get fundamentals from the 3DS game. So if you have maybe you have a kid that has one, pick up the game and you can play that way. Okay. What I'm going to say is the cheapest way to get a feel for this game is get on OfferUp, buy a Wii for like $50 or less, or see if your parents still have theirs that you can just go get from them. Get online, order a GameCube controller, and get Brawl or Melee. But Melee's pretty expensive. Melee's like a $60 game at least, and it keeps going up.
And you got to get a memory card as well.
Yeah, all that stuff. So pick up Brawl. it has tripping and everything, but you're just focusing on trying to get your movement down, trying to get some fundamentals down, and you're playing with the GameCube controller. Like, that's what I can't really stress enough is like, I love the GameCube controller, and that's it. That's all I'm going to be sticking with that, forever. Like, forever. I tried to even going back, like, it is going to be, the plumber said there's millions of Wii's collecting dust. Exactly. There's so many. So if you want an inexpensive way, you probably have a friend or a family member whose Wii is just collecting dust. Get that. You can get Brawl. I just looked up on eBay for like $15, right? And then a GameCube controller is right around the same. Like, you can get off brand. You don't have to get like a Nintendo official licensed Smash controller. That's like $125 new. So,
or you can wait like 2 weeks and it'll be out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's also true. So if you wait 2 weeks, you can get a GameCube controller new, and then just hook it and play Brawl. Like, just play Brawl. Get the get used to it. So
Jay Harley, yes, those old OG GameCube controllers work with an adapter. They just plug straight in. The Wii U adapter, it's rebranded when it comes out here on the 2nd, but it's just going to say Nintendo on it instead of Wii U, but it's the exact same guts and everything. And they have third-party ones, but buyer beware. I don't know, but they seem to work okay. I think you have one, don't you?
Third-party GameCube?
Third-party GameCube adapter?
No, I have the official Wii U one.
Okay. So I don't have any experience with the third-party ones, but I think but the new ones are only like $20 when they come out on the 2nd here in November.
Right.
So,
but with the Wii, if you're just playing with the Wii,
with the Wii, you don't need one. There's ports on the top of the Wii
flip
that
the lid up
straight into,
and you're rocking and rolling. So you're able to start practicing, because, like I said, I can't do the movements I do with my GameCube controller on the 3DS. I can't. Maybe there's some people that could, but
yeah, Jay Harley. The only difference, I know I have an OG one compared to the new Smash ones that they have out now or coming out, and then the Wii, the Smash 4 GameCube controller, they made the cord a whole lot longer. That's the biggest difference.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. So that's the first thing. If you want to start practicing now, get the Wii, get a GameCube controller, get Brawl. Right. The other way, like Crawler said, start watching videos. Check out different videos. There's going to be a ton of videos. And then once Ultimate is here, like, I'm going to have a pretty diverse schedule for the community, like in our Discord and everything. We're going to have like just party nights where it's like, hey, we're playing with all items on and everybody's welcome. This isn't about getting sweaty. This is about having fun. And we're going to do that because I know that there's people at every level. Right. And then there's also going to be, and I'll let you guys know, I'm actually hosting a tournament tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There might be a small prize, but this is more of a test run for me. What I want to do is start hosting these tournaments on my Twitch stream, and I'm going to commentate them. So I'll jump in the match, watch people go 1v1, I'll commentate it, and then we'll get the next group in. And then when Crawler's available, we may commentate together, right? So fingers crossed, we're not going to have really bad lag issues, but I want to try to get that tournament experience going online for those of us that maybe we're not near there's not anything local, right? So we can start doing that now. And we may eventually get to where we do a buy-in and things like that, but I want to make sure it's ultimately going to be how well Ultimate holds up online, and it's supposed to
we're all optimistic.
It's supposed to be good. So we need a guest commentator, Vicky Kitty. Hey, I'll see if she's busy. So that's actually happened tomorrow though. So if you want to get involved with that, jump in the Discord, n64josh.com/Discord. I'm going to fire up the stream at noon. I'll be in Discord. We'll have a waiting room. We'll get a bracket set up, and we're going to have some fun.
Get those LAN adapters out. Don't be a Wi-Fi warrior.
Yeah, don't be a Wi-Fi warrior. That's what they kept saying on Hypercent. Like, it was awesome. It was great. So
yeah, $15. Everyone should have one for their Switch. Do it.
So getting back to the question though, like where to start. I watched Zero's video today where he talks about this a little bit. Like he compared Smash to like an RPG, Except for he said in an RPG, you can get to level 100 in a month. You're not going to hit level 100 in a month with Smash, right? So that's how you have to view it. And it makes total sense. Like, look, I've been going for like over 2 weeks straight every day. I'm seeing improvement every time I play. I'm seeing improvement in my movement. I'm seeing improvement in getting wins sometimes versus never getting a win.
Like this morning.
I can see where my shortcomings are. I'm starting to pick up like, oh, I should have done that. Why'd I do this? Right now I have this problem of double jumping, even though I don't feel like I'm hitting the jump a second time. So I've got to get that figured out.
And you don't even have tap jump on.
I don't. So
I have a bad habit of attacking shield. I know that. I yell at myself every time I do it.
Right. So you have to be patient with yourself and just go into this like just ready to have fun and be ready to lose. Be ready to lose and be ready to learn. That's the biggest thing I can tell everybody. Like I know what it's like. Like, oh, this game's gonna come out. I'm gonna get really good at this. Like there's going to be people that as soon as this game drops that are going to be phenomenal at this thing. Like they're going to be super good. And there's going to be some of us that it's just going to continue to be a grind to get to that point. And we're not going to have the time to put in like some other people. We got to work work 40 hours a week, that kind of stuff. Thankfully the Switch is on the go, but I mean, that's if you can play at work.
GameCube Joy-Cons going though.
I know that's something's got to happen with that.
So, power A, Hori, do it.
Yeah, right. Get me a wireless GameCube adapter or something. So,
it is possible, but it's only tabletop and it's messy. But yeah,
right. So just be patient and be ready and willing to grind. If you want to get good at this, it's not something you're going to get good at without putting the time into it. That's the bottom line. And find some people to play with locally because it's super fun. It's super fun. My son will come in and we'll just throw down every now and again. Like it's really a good time.
Yeah. So, and you and I have both been talking for the last couple weeks now. We've kind of scoped out online our local scene, and we've, I think, been a little gun shy about it, or just I've had a baby come into this world, and you've had other things happening as well with just life. But I think you and I both are almost ready to pull the trigger on heading out to a local and just getting that experience and playing more in person and meeting other people that are playing this game just as much as we're talking about it and trying to play it as well.
Yeah, I think it was that on that High Percent show they talk about like people don't want to go to locals until they're good. It's like, don't do that. You don't wait to be in shape until you go to the gym, right? Just go to the gym, go to the local, find people that are going to help. And that's what you'll find. And I think it was in Zero's video. He's like, find the best player at your local and tell him you want to play him $10 money match. And then watch how they beat you and then ask them how they did it. And they will be more than willing to explain some different techniques and things like that. That's
what happens to us every other week when we have somebody on. And jumps into your chat or anything. They come in, they beat us up, and they tell us how to do it.
Yeah,
and we don't listen very well, but sometimes. But
I mean, some of it is like I don't even know what you're saying, right? Yep. I don't even know what you're saying, but and this bleeds right into practice. Like don't be afraid to jump in with a computer that doesn't move and just get your muscle memory. Just get your muscle memory. Like what I've started doing now with my edge, like edge guarding, is I'm jumping off, facing forward, and then if they're going for the ledge low, I'm throwing that back air and slamming them right into the bottom of the.
I saw you do that today.
Yeah, and I've been hitting that more and more regularly. Right. But it's like I worry about that double jump. I'm like, because I don't feel like I'm doing it. So that's why I'm like, man, this is going to be a tough habit to break because I don't feel like I'm hitting that button twice. So it's something that I'm doing. I think what it is, because I'm trying to work on that hop so often. I think that I'm possibly doing it too fast. I don't even realize I'm doing two jumps because I'll sit and work on back airs. I'll work on it, try and get all the way across the stage, and I'll still end up throwing the down air, like because I'm I'm not letting the inputs get to where they need to be to get the right move off.
Yeah,
So
I rush input sometimes, and I input down B instead of forward B or anything, something like that. So
yeah, so it's just muscle memory and just working at it. So I'm having a blast. I'm losing all the time. And
yeah, I think I played on Wednesday and I lost every single For Glory I went into.
What was it? Cecilia.
Cecilia Colon. Yeah.
If you hear this, or if anybody that listens to this knows who that person is, we want her on the show. We want to have her as a guest. Like, she put on a clinic in For Glory, absolutely schooled me. I saw one of the best spikes with Zero Suit Samus I've ever seen. I've since learned it's a very common spike. I understand. But the way she pulled it off and hit me right in my jump.
She paralyzed you right there and then just went down beyond.
I was on the edge and I jumped back away from the edge and she just nailed me. And so Cecilia Colon, if anybody like have her tweet at me, my DMs are open at N64Josh. Like,
yeah, I think you searched it. I searched it when
yeah, we were like, okay, we got to find this person. Like,
I was hoping that was going to be your Twitter handle, but wow, she's some like 5-year-old girl in Iowa that's just like destroying you.
It's like, oh, hey, that's cool. Like, if you can get in front of a microphone and get on Discord, we want some tips. So, but how's your practice and stuff been? You said your For Glory was sort of a little rough, but like, get anything from it?
I mean, I've been trying just to take a few moments to watch the videos on how to set up attacks on Corrin, so I'm not relying as heavily on the Dragon Pike and just working on the fairs a little bit more and setting stuff up that way. And I've been watching it. I haven't put it into practice as much as I'd like to yet, but we'll see how we do here in a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, but before we end this, like, I just want to talk more neutral game because it's kind of been an ongoing theme for us. We used to laugh at each other when we first started playing this. We would run around in the center and not touch each other and slide by each other and not. Now I see that happening again, but it's because there's this chess match that's going on with me and the other player. And it's like, it's just constantly that rock, paper, scissors. Like, okay, am I going to get the grab? Oh, am I going to get the dash attack? Like what's going to land here? And then it's
that immediate reaction to, if you have something that does connect either on that dash attack or the grab, it's progress from that immediately.
And it's the kind of thing that, like, it's all happening just by putting time in. Like, now the next thing I'm excited to learn about, it's like frame data and like seeing how long certain moves take and what you can do to counter those moves and that kind of stuff. Like,
that's going to be so much easier in Ultimate.
It really is. It really is. And like, I'm just geeking out on this stuff, but like all of a sudden I'm like, man, I can't like get enough Smash content. I'm like trying to, like, I put videos on at work and just listen while I'm doing stuff.
You gotta hit up Mewtwo King, man. I'm sure he's got all the spreadsheets for you.
He probably does. So
yeah. I'm sure. You know what? That's your homework for the week. I bet there's open source. I bet somebody's put together the spreadsheets already. They're just buried somewhere in the internet.
Oh, I haven't even started looking to start learning about the frame data or whatever. Like, I had a guy years ago when I was really into Dead or Alive 4 that was starting to like teach me about that kind of stuff. And I eventually was like, what is this? I just want to punch stuff,
Nerd.
Like, yeah. So anyway, man, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter, NightCrawlr724. NightCrawlr's without the E. It's down here. Also Twitch. I need to be better about getting on and broadcasting a little bit. But twitch.tv/NightCrawlr724. And then just hanging out in Josh's Discord, n64josh.com/Discord. I know we've been getting a ton of you guys coming in, trickling in. Come say hello. We see you when you join, and everyone's really outgoing to welcome you when you come in. And we got a Smash page, and here in 10 weeks when you want a game, I bet all you have to do is just type game ? And you will get some responses to get something set up.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Guys, the music you're hearing right now is the Metal Melee theme. You can check it out at n64josh.com/Metal Melee. Take you right to the video. You want to get yourself a free book from Audible? Go to audibletrial.com/SBC. The chair I'm sitting in is from OPSeat. n64josh.com/OPSeat takes you directly to their website and automatically saves you $10 at checkout. You want to follow me on Twitter? It's at N64Josh. You want to follow this show? It's at Smash Bros Cast. If you guys are enjoying this show, please leave a review on iTunes. We would greatly appreciate it. If you go and check out those other podcasts that we mentioned, let them know that we sent you. All right? We'd really, really appreciate that. And like NightCrawlr said, jump in the Discord, n64josh.com/Discord. We'd love to hang out with you. We are going to do not including tomorrow's tournament, we are going to do another Wii U tournament and a 3DS tournament before Ultimate drops. So who knows? It may even be for like a copy of Ultimate. You know, who knows? Could be kind of fun. So that'll be in the near future. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.